previous video, as I was explaining the enlarging part, so there the minor point was if you want to shift the other bars. So here's the code for that. Like we will compare with the index, and we will basically translate the left bars towards left by 5 pixels and the right bars towards right. And when my mouse comes out, like on the mouse sleeve event, I will make it default. I'll make translate 0, so everything will come back to its original place, and I will restore the default values of width and height. So that was the mechanism for enlarging a specific bar when I hover the mouse. So only one last feature is remaining, that is slider. So let's say if I choose histogram. So here to slide, I had two options. One option was I can use the slider to increase or decrease number of bins, or the other option was using a mouse pointer and drag it towards left and right. I'll explain one by one both the things. So first I'll come to the slider, which is pretty straightforward and easy. So the slider code must be here in histogram. So okay, here's the function for slider. So here I need to define the various values of the X domain, and then this is the function provided by D3. It will help me draw the slider. So here is the main component, so on change. So this basically takes note of the uh, current value whenever I change the slider. So with this value, what I'm doing is I'm basically again calling histogram and passing this value. So it will redraw my histogram with the current bin value. So that's the logic of slider, simple, straightforward. But let me now go to the other one, that is using a mouse pointer to increase or decrease the number of bins. That is quite tricky. So for that, in index.html, there were some tags that I used. Uh, Let me show you those tags. Okay, so yeah, these are some of the tags. So on drag start, so when I start dragging, I pass an event that stores my initial x coordinate. Then on uh, drop, I store the final coordinate value. On drag over, that's the intermediate one. So let me show you these JavaScript functions that's there in pointer.js. So as I said, initially I'm storing the initial x coordinate. Then at the end, I'm storing the final x coordinate. I'm checking the difference. If I'm going towards right, so basically it will be negative, or if I'm going towards left, this difference will be positive. So based on what condition, I'm either increasing or decreasing number of pins. So, and then I'm calling the histogram function based on that. So that's it, guys. That was pretty much. Thank you. Have a nice day.